Law Firm, Davis Court Reporting, Davis and Williams. Okay. St. Joseph Catholic School is live on the air, live on Bruin Streaming Television and Bruin Sports Radio, which is exclusively heard on WJXC LP Jackson, Mississippi Catholic Radio 107.9 FM. This broadcast couldn't be possible without the support of C-Spire, Orange Theory Fitness, St. Dominic's, Brennan Bolden, Brian Clark Law Firm, Davis Court Reporting, Davis and Williams, Paul Huiacano Consulting, Equity Plus, BP Electric, Brightburn Business Solutions, Dora and Dale Thomas, the Tice Family, Old Town Cleaners, Dwayne Crum Videographer, Mighty Strong Movers, Leonard Protective Service, Total Healthcare Solutions, Matthew Fairburn, Taylor, Wellens, Poets and Dewey, APLC, and Taziki's Restaurant. I'm Connor Odom, and I'm joined here with Winston Thompson. Alright, so tonight Winston is my color analyst for tonight. Brandon is out of town, and Gia is performing. So we are here tonight to bring you all the action of all varsity football action here tonight. Tonight the Bruins are facing Jackson Academy. So last season, we're just gonna talk about a little bit about what happened. So last game, we played them. We are 0-1 currently against them. We lost by 14. The score was, I believe, 28-14 actually.
And I think that we have a much stronger chance to win this year. A lot of their top players have either gone to college or just dropped school completely.
Yeah.
I think that we have a strong chance of winning here, and let's see what our Bruins do.
Definitely. I've been talking to some of our Bruins, especially Reggie Vaughn. He is a sophomore at St. Joe. He was hyped. He was hyped all day. Just all the pep rallies, especially with the pep rally. Did you see all of them? You were inside the senior section, so they're right in front of you.
Yeah, they were really rowdy up in there. It's a really anticipated game tonight. A lot of people are betting on us.
Yeah.
Betting on JA. And I know that it's a common known rivalry between them, but hopefully tonight the Bruins can pull through with the win and take this go.
Yeah, so it appears that the Jackson Academy will be kicking off on the 40-yard line. So tonight it's going to be a little bit different. So, as you know, we have our new color analyst here. So, yeah, this is going to be a fun game tonight. We're off to the side. So the ball will be placed on the 40. Bruins will receive will be kicking off second half. Raiders line up to kick. Receivers in the backfield. We have number 3 Carter Walker and 0 Taylor Littleton. And that kick is away for a little square kick. And that ball will go back to Carter Walker. Excuse me, Taylor Littleton. As Taylor Littleton runs to the far side, and he powers through, and he steps out of bounds right around the 40-yard line on JA's territory. Big game for the Bruins. All right, so as now we are placed about the 40-yard line on JA's territory. This is going to be an exciting game. We just saw Carter Walker power that ball through.
This is phenomenal work by him. He's been working all season long for this. He's ready to get out here and just show the JA Raiders, what he can do.
Excuse me, the ball will be placed just shy of the 50. Bruins line up in shotgun formation. Number 5, Millie in the backfield. Twins far side. Millie takes a snap, hands off to his left to Millie as he powers up the middle, and he is stopped by JA for a no gain.
Oh, yeah. So I think that with that they should have done more of a outside play. Really could have just maybe given him more leverage to get through or power the ball through.
All right, Bruins line up in shotgun formation. Bruins line up in shotgun formation. Twins near side. Meal waiting the call. They have number 1 Caleb Gray in the backfield. Meal takes a snap, high snap, hands off to his right to Caleb Gray as he powers up the middle, and he's still fighting, and for a gain of about 2. So that will bring it. And there's flags down on the play.
I think that every little game that you can get helps with the game.
Oh yeah, appears that there's a little bit of pushing and shoving going on there. They threw flags down the play. We are waiting on what it'll be. What do you think it is?
I really don't know what it will be, but seeing how much ruckus, hearing how much ruckus it is out there, I think it's a very controversial play tonight.
Oh, definitely. I think tonight's gonna be number 1. Kevin Gray and Emil's little brother Ben is coming out onto the field. Ben will be coming in as a receiver, it appears. All right, so we just started this game. We're a minute in. Bruins are already on the 50. Oh, definitely.
Right out of the gates. That's what you really want to see from these football teams. Like, you don't want to see any effort or any, just have to build up momentum. You want to see them come out the gates and score as many touchdowns as they possibly can.
Yeah, because that builds up momentum for the rest of the game,
And that really kind of destroys Jay's momentum because,
So there's flags both on the Bruins and on JA, and they will cancel out. And Caleb Gray comes back into the field of play. So Bruins and JA, big rivalry. As you know, you attended Jackson Academy.
I used to. And it's a very nice school. The football team when I went there was a lot better than it was now, and I would definitely consider St. Joseph now being a contender.
In favor, yeah.
So right now, I think that our Bruins have really given it their all with preseason. During the summer, they were working hard.
Oh, yeah.
For sure. And I really think that they've...
All right, we're going to go into this play call. All right, Bruins will run it's a very tight formation, twins near side. Emil takes a snap, flicks off to number 5, Millie Davis as he runs to the near side, breaks one man's ankles, and powers up the middle for a loss of 1 right on the 50. So that will bring it 3rd and 11. What do you think about that play right there, Winston?
What I really think about that play is, I really think that he should just win on the outside and just power through. And I think that, sometimes you just got to take that contact. But he did great going up.
Yeah. That's what happens. Whenever you're on that tight formation, all right, Bruins line up in, whenever you line up in that tight formation, Bruins line up in shotgun formation, twins near side. Bruins take the snap, go for the punt, and that will drop on the 20 and roll out of bounds on the 15.
Hopefully their defense is even stronger. Because you know what they say, Connor? The greatest offense is an even better defense.
That's right. All right, so as the Raiders will be placed on the 17-yard line, we're going to see what the JA's offense has to work on. As you know, we saw in the pregame, saw them warming up. They have one big quarterback, as we see right now, and they have one little bit smaller quarterback. I think he's going to come in later, but Jay will line up in shotgun formation, sends a man in motion. Jay. Bruins try to draw him off sides. No flag is out. Bruins line up in a 5-4. Jay. Waits the snap, sends a man in motion in the backfield. Takes a snap, hands off to his right, and he is immediately stopped by the Bruins. And that will be, there's a flag down the play, but they will just be stopped shy of the 20. Face mask on the defense. That was that flag call. And, we saw, I believe, they said it was on Reggie Vaughn. All I saw was he hit a man and he basically stopped him completely. He's a big man.
He really is. If you see him in school, you see him in practice, you know that he's a force to be reckoned with.
Definitely.
An absolute unit out there. And I really think that he's a great addition to the Bruins football team.
All right, Bruins line up on the 22-yard line. Excuse me. Not the Bruins. Raiders will be placed on the 22-yard line. Bruins will run a 4-3. Tries to draw him off sides. Shifts. Jay takes a snap, hands off to his right, and he is wrapped up by number 22, Demario Davis, with an assist tackle by Parker Davis.
Down like a tornado.
That's right, Winston. That's right. All right. Demario Davis, he's a beast. We saw him, and
these kids are out here are really just super talented. I'm really thankful to have them.
Oh, definitely. We have an extremely talented team this year.
Really do.
Demario Davis, he looks like a 25-year-old, and he's only a junior. Have you seen what he looks like around school?
You're talking about big Demario? Yeah, that kid kid literally looks like he could beat.
I'm sorry. Bruins line up in a 5-4. J.A. takes a snap, hands off to his right. Face hands off, goes for the flick on the outside as he runs around, and he is swept by the legs by number 8, Noah Chaplin. So, what do you think about that play?
Well, the defense was caught off guard, and I feel like that snap was horrible. If you see that ball, he has no control over it. He just gives it to the person like if it's nothing. And I know that in like a lot more serious tone, that would be maybe that would have been a fumble on the play, but.
All right, Bruins line up in a 5-4. Jay takes a snap, fakes hands off to his left, scrambles around the outside, and he goes for the. He finds an open hole, and he is wrapped up by number 6, Parker Davis. And will that be a J.A. first down? You know, he had a scramble right there. You know, Bruin defense was doing his job.
The defense is really talented tonight. They might not bring the.
Don't forget this stuff.
All right, so as you know, it is 8 minutes and 25 seconds. J.A. runs back onto the field. Bruins are heavy tonight. All right, Bruins will line up. Bruins will line up in a blitz. Jay hands off to his right, and he immediately meets Bruins, and he powers through all of them as he's being chased, and he is tackled right around. I cannot see where that is, and he is stopped right around the 45, just shy of the 50.
You know, Connor, I think if we were up in that big tower over there, then we would have a much better shot at what we're doing.
Yeah, I mean, hey, that's what happens when we're over here.
How about now?
All right, you know, all right, J.A. lines up in shotgun formation. Sorry, excuse me. Bruins line up in a 4-4. Bruins immediately meet the running back, and they are stopped just around the 45. That was a weird play right there. I've never seen either of those formations, I'm going to be honest with you.
Well, I don't watch too much football, but I can tell you, Connor, when you say something doesn't add up, then it just doesn't add up.
I'm not saying it.
You know, it threw me off.
Both teams off.
So as they go back into the huddle right now, so J.A., you know, they're here tonight. High aspects for the Bruins. We have several other schools placing bets on us. I know there are. I just can't say the names.
It's okay. I even took bets on us. You know?
I would too, honestly.
Honestly, right now, if you want me to be honest with you,
All right, so J.A. will be pushed back to just shy of the 45. They will line up in shotgun formation, twins near side. Bruins will line up in a 4-3. J.A. takes a snap, draws back to pass, and that play incomplete. Sorry, I couldn't see what happened right there.
Pass intended for number 16, Thomas.
That pass was intended for number 16. Yes. All right, so as we are here, there is a quarterback change, it appears. No, excuse me. There appears to be some sort of change with J.A. No, players are still here. You know, we have our band here. Their student section is actually packed tonight. And as our theme is cops and robbers, raid the. All right, Bruins line up in a 5-4. J.A. drops back to pass. Immediately flicks off to number 18, and he is wrapped up by number 4. Oh, excuse me. By number 4, Brayshawn Johnson. Yes, I do. It is 3rd and 7.
that would be great.
No, excuse me. That is not 3rd and 7. I was very wrong. It is 2nd. That's about 2nd and 15.
Man, Connor, you can't be messing up on these. But it's okay because we're amazing podcast.
Yes.
To get about this.
Yes. All right, so there is a penalty decline. You know, it is 7 minutes and 18 seconds left here in Bill Redfield Field. You know, tonight's the weather conditions are wet. As you know, it is a misting, just a little bit drizzling, so that might affect the camera just a little bit. But Bruins will be lining up in a 4-3. J.A. Twins near side. Takes a snap. Hands off to his right. Immediately met by Bruins as he is chased down by number 16, Mason Roach. And there's the tackle. And that brings it 3rd and 3rd and 12.
So great defense by the Bruins. You know, they almost had him for a second. Then they lost him. But then they got him down.
Yeah, Mason Rush, he's there on the play right there. Great tackle right there.
Yeah, I mean, it's great, and he's just a great all-around student. He's one of the smartest, one of the best, and one of the football team's best too.
Definitely. All right, Bruins line up in a 4-3. J.A. Twins far side as they take the snap, and that punt is extremely short and will drop right around the 40-yard line. So the Bruins will be placed on the 40.
Well, I mean, the Bruins play great defense. Some questionable plays, but just great defense all around. You know, gets them on the 40, which is a phenomenal feat. You know, they want.
All right. Excuse me, I'm sorry. That timeout is the timeout on the Bruins that timeout is made possible by the Irwin family. Thank you so much for these sponsors. You know, tonight, so I just want to describe the weather conditions just a little bit. So tonight, you know, it's raining. It feels about, I would say, like low 80s. You know, these weather conditions, you know, it's misting. It's been raining since after school. You know, the field, that means it's going to be wet. The ball's going to be wet. Bruins are coming back onto the field. 6 minutes and 18 seconds remain. The score is 0-0. And I would just like to say you are listening to WJXC LP, Jackson, Mississippi Catholic Radio 107.9. Thank you so much, WJXC, for letting us broadcast on here. And we are also live on YouTube. Bruins are back onto the field as Bruins line up in shotgun formation. Twins near side. Sets a man in motion. Trips near side. Emil drops back to Pax. Pocket. Scrambles to the far side. Steps one man, and he is knocked out for a Bruin first down, and that is a gain of about 25 by the scramble from Emil Picarello. And that first down is brought to you by Sombra Mexican Kitchen.
That was an amazing play. I watched all that, and I'm stunned. Jay had almost no yards on that play. They were very surprised how the way they did that. Emil, he's such a talented kid. He saw that his opportunity to go on the
All right, Bruins. Excuse me, I'm sorry. Bruins line up in shotgun formation. Trips near side. There is Bruins line up in shotgun formation. Trips near side. Emil hands off to his right to Millie as he powers up the middle, and he is stopped and slung back for a loss of about 3. So that will make it second and 13. All right, Winston.
What do I think about that?
Yes,
Connor?
that's exactly what I was going to say.
Well, Connor, I think that they were a little bit hesitant on that play. Watching them, I think that they should have just, been have a little bit more octane, a little bit more speed, and, push that ball right through.
I agree. All right, Bruins lap and shotgun formation. Twins far side. Emil drops back to pass. Has blockers, goes deep to number 3, Carter Walker, and that is picked off.
It's a little bit of a...
I think right there what just happened was Carter Walker, the ball got right over his head. But the Raiders will be placed on the 5-yard line. So just shot on the 9-yard line. Not the best placement, but what can he say? That was a good pick.
It really was, great great defense from J.A. Just their ability to get the ball.
You gotta keep these spirits high though. Bruins are.
You really do,
It was 5 minutes remaining in the first quarter.
No one scored yet at either two, so both a really good game. Really good game.
All right, Bruins. Bruins appear to be lining up in a 4-3. J.A. lines up in shotgun formation. Twins. Single man on the near side, and that will be a timeout called by J.A., and that timeout is brought to you by the Irwin family. All right, Winston. So from this progress so far by the Bruins, what do you think is going on? Like, especially through quarterback's mind, basically through all of our players' minds.
So you want me? So my opinion on what's going on is they're a little bit scared. You know, when I don't know if I'm able to talk about personal preference on the radio, but when I was doing track, I would be super scared before a track meet and just before I did anything. But the more and more I did it, and the more confident I got over it. And I think that the Bruins right now are a little bit scared, seeing that they're facing their rivalry, JA. But once they start getting a little bit more, you know, speed, like they came out of the gates great. They just came charging at them. Right now, they just need to keep up that high octane and get into a really good flow, just getting the ball out there to where they needed to.
No, I agree with that. 5 minutes remaining. Bruins will line up in a 4-3. JA lines up in shotgun formation. Single man in the near side. JA takes a snap. Hands off to his left. Scrambles out to the near side, and he is tackled by number 22, Demario Davis.
Demario is just a beast, man. He's just out there working. He's just putting in work right now. I mean,
he's a fantastic outside linebacker.
He really is. Like
he breeds them.
Like if I had to pick a player to go to the NFL right now, it would be him.
You know, he was one of our for our last broadcast. I apologize for not broadcasting last game against East Rankin. You know, we were all sick. I had a bad sinus infection.
Yeah,
I still do.
I just wasn't a part, you know.
Yeah, Bruins line up in a 4-3. Hey, Bruins line up in a 4-3. Jay takes a snap, goes deep, and that ball will go straight out of bounds for an incomplete pass.
Jay's quarterback's just not as good as ours. That's all I gotta say. You know,
he just overpowered the ball. You know, Emil. He gets it right on the money.
Like I cannot Jay. That pass right there signifies why Jay is losing so much. It is just not having it. It is just not. It's just not there anymore. Like what used to be JA is just not there.
Bruins will line up in a 4-3. JA lines up shotgun formation. Trips near side. JA takes a snap, drops back to pass, looks for the near side, goes for the bullet. To number 5, and that is stopped by number 8, Noah Chaplin. And that is stopped by number 8, Noah Chaplin. What do you think about that play, Wilson?
That was just an amazing play, amazing stops. We were just seeing left, right, and center action, Connor, tonight. This is just an amazing game. If you did not come out here, it's a shame, but we are happy to have you over the airways. All right. Back to you, Connor.
Bruins line up and line up in a 4-3. Jay lines up for the punt, and that punt is right on the goal line.
You know they are getting that punt up there, good, Connor.
And that punt is away for extremely short, and that will roll out of bounds. And that is picked up by
the Bruins.
Picked up by Taylor Littleton, and that is just shy of the 20.
I understand that it's raining, Connor, and it might be producing a little bit of difficulty, but that was just a horrible punt all around. JA might need to, reconsider about hiring some new kids, to play for their football team.
It's actually coming down quite hard. I see the stadium lights, got a little bit of droplets coming on, but nothing too serious. And that timeout was called by the Bruins, and that is brought to you by the Irwin family. I would just like to say the Bruins are, since they're inside the 20, and the red zone is brought to you by Paul Liacano Consulting. Thank you so much for sponsoring us. This broadcast can be made possible by the Irwin family, the McCarty family, Noble Barber, and the French Doll Salon. Somber Mexican Kitchen, Paul Liacano Consulting, Bright Business Solutions, The Best Nails, Doug and Tricia Harris, Health Source, and One Private Duty and Staffing, and the Hamilton family. Bruin come out strong for an extremely tight formation, and that ball is snapped to number 5, Millie Davis, as he powers up the middle for a gain for about 5.
Any gains you can get right now, just powerful gains. They're so close to that touchdown, Connor, that I think that if they just push it through and continuously to work hard and chip away at their defense, that they're just going to get that touchdown.
All right, illegal procedure on the Bruins, as that will bring us back for a loss of 10, so that will make us second.
Sometimes I really think that Jay could pay off these referees.
Excuse me, that is a loss of 5, so that will make it 2nd and 15. All right, never mind. All right, Bruins. Well, all right, and that is a timeout. Excuse me. With a little bit of stallment by the refs. It's coming down quite quite hard right now. No lightning, nothing serious right now. And they're allowing us back on to the field of play. 4 minutes and 30 seconds. Bruins line up in a extremely tight formation. Millie takes a snap, finds an open hole, and he breaks 1 man's tackle, and he is brought down by 3 men.
Connor, that is truly accurate. You are. Anyways, Connor, that was a great definition of what happened. He was taken down by 3 men. He was really, but he actually got off of 1. So, just great defense from the J, but even better offense.
Yeah, I would just also like to say there's a flag, most likely illegal procedure. Bruins are bickering onto the field. 3 minutes and 54 seconds. Rain has come down quite hard. It feels like a quite 79 degrees out here.
A little bit humid too, but
just a little bit. But
it's really nice. Really nice humidity.
It's kind of relaxing, honestly. I think this is the most comfortable I've been outdoors.
Well, you normally don't sit with a chair, so you wouldn't know.
No, I know. I just stand. And right now, since the Bruins are like right in front of my vision, as they got brought back by about 20 yards, 15, excuse me. So that will bring it 2nd and 15. Once again, that was an illegal procedure on the Bruins, but the Bruins will line up in a shotgun formation. Trips near side. Bruins take the snap, drop back to pass, looking near side, goes for the bullet to number 5, Millie, and he powers up the middle, and he is brought to the original line of scrimmage, just shy of the 15-yard line.
What do you think the Bruins are going to do next play?
I think the Bruins are going to run a. I wouldn't say a run. They might do a screen, or they might just run it up the middle, or find a hole to the near or far side.
Hopefully they do not run it up the middle, because I do not think that has been working for them the best. But
all right, Bruins line up in shotgun formation.
Come on, Bruins.
Trips far side. Emil wastes a snap. Takes a snap. Spreads back to pass. Goes for a little dive to number. Excuse me, I cannot see who that number is, and that is.
That's a gain of 10 yards.
And that is number 5. No, excuse me. That is Emilian Kelly on the play. He is just shy of the goal line, right around the 5-yard line. Tensions are high right now. That is a Bruin first down. That first down is brought to you by Sombra Mexican Kitchen. I'm talking a lot right now.
I have to say, Connor, that was an amazing play. Amazing dot right on Millie.
Our Bruins line up in a tight formation. Number 5, Millie Davis in the backfield. Millie takes it out, flicks it off to number 1, Caleb Gray, as he fights around the outside, almost reaches into the other side of the goal line, and he did not get it.
Them Raiders are really having to play put their best defenses up right now, because if they don't, and they see a little bit of an opening, then I bet you those Bruins are going to take it.
We are robbing the Raiders right now. We're robbing them of their spirits right now.
We're robbing them of a lot of things, but most definitely their spirits.
Definitely. All right, Emil comes in for a running route. Bruins left in shotgun formation. Number 5, Millie Davis, as he powers up the middle, and that is a Bruin touchdown.
Let's go! Yes, sir! Yes, sir! Right. Yes, sir! Yes, sir! For the Bruin touchdown!
That is a Bruin touchdown. First touchdown of the night, and that touchdown is brought to you by Bright Business Solutions. Thank you so much for that touchdown.
That is what we love to see, Connor. Just a massive, just continuously destructive defense. Just destroyed the defense. That's what we love to see.
We are powering through them. All right, Bruins will go for 2. Emil lines up on the Millie and powers up the middle for a. Will that be a complete? The 2-point conversion is no good. We're up 6-0. 2 minutes and 9 seconds left in this first quarter. What do you think is going on right now, Winston?
I think that we are absolutely robbing them Raiders. Them Raiders are full of booty, and we're taking it from them.
That's right. I agree with that.
I think that those Raiders just need to go back home to where they came from. Really
go back to Jackson right now.
Facts. Jackson has that water crisis and all that, and I know that
really sucks.
Yeah, it really does.
This water crisis is actually very tragic. Tragic, as it was on NBC.
Yeah. Did you watch that?
Yes, I did watch that special. Actually,
I watched the CNN interview, and I found what they had to say was very interesting. And right now, I think the current state of Jackson is just, they're really trying to do their best. The mayor's trying to do his best. And, Jackson Academy is really having to just suffer. And, yeah, back to the game.
All right. Bruins will line up on the 35. Ball is placed on the 40. And that kick is signaled number 15. Daniel Maloney goes off for the kick for a squid kick, and that is recovered on the 13. And that was recovered by the number 13 on the 50-yard line. Now they went up for a squid kick right there. Just slipped out of his foot.
I think, yes, Connor, it did probably slip out of his foot. Right now, the Bruins are really, really going to have to put up some great defense, seeing as of how close they are to making a touchdown right now. Anyways.
All right. So as Jay comes back onto the field, their spirits low, but, they're going to try and do something.
They really should probably stop if that was them. We're all down already by 6. I wouldn't even look at. I would take that as an L in itself.
All right, J.A. lines up a shotgun formation as they hand off to the right, and he is immediately beat by the Bruins.
That's what's up. That is what's up.
That is
our defense is just so impeccably cracked right now that they don't even know what to do. J.A. is just flabbergasted by the amount of stamina and speed our players can bring.
We have number 52, Reggie Vaughn. They immediately read that play and just dominated them.
I think they read it like a book, more or less like an absolute book. They were flipping the pages and everything, and they were like, "Oh yeah, that was a great." Okay.
All right, Bruins will line up in a 4-3. All right, J.A. drops back to pass, and he's immediately met by number 52, Reggie Vaughn.
Reggie looks like he is excited to play. He is happy out there.
Excuse me, that is number 55, Lonnie Smith Jr.
Lonnie, another great player.
We've been hearing him as well. He is a transfer here. I'm not completely sure on where he's transferred from, but he's here, and that's what matters. Bruins will line up in a 4-3. J.A. tries to draw him off sides. Does not.
They are really going to
trying to drop him off sides, but they will line up a shotgun formation. Trips, far side. J.A. takes a snap, looks, goes for the screen to number 22. And he is met by number 13, Zay, and he drags him down.
Let's go, Zay. Really, have you seen Zay? He is just an all-around student, all-around great student, all-around athlete. Plays basketball, football, track, all of it.
He's an athlete. He is a definition of athlete. He is hyped about this game. I can tell just by his green gloves.
Yeah,
that's how you can define, pick him out. I
wouldn't even be surprised, if he went D1. I really would not.
All right, so that is 4th and 10. What will the Raiders do? Will they go for it? And it appears that they will not go for it. They are 4th and... Oh, wait, excuse me. The timeout called by the Bruins, and that timeout is brought to you by the Irwin family. 9 seconds. 9.8 seconds left. What is going on in the Bruins' mind? And J.A.'s mind, actually coming here.
You want me to tell you about Jay's mind? Well, in my opinion, Connor, J.A. is absolutely just crushed by the way that St. Joe has presented themselves tonight. St. Joe is really letting them have it. They're not holding back at all. And the band is playing, and they're playing amazing music to keep up our spirits and the spirits of our fans and the spirits of the team. And really...
Where's J.A.'s band? Excuse me.
Where's Jay's band?
Nowhere to be seen. They all blend in. They're all colorful. I believe that their theme is Bruce the Bruins. I think the only thing that they're doing is...
Their theme is neon, actually, Connor.
Oh, I thought it was Bruce the Bruins.
It's neon. Because
that's lame.
Because we couldn't see them because of how bad they were and how much in the hole they were. But just because they're wearing neon doesn't mean that they can see them any better.
No, it is neon. Excuse me. All right, Jay will take the snap for a very short kick, and that is dropped just shy of the 35-yard line, and it will roll all the way back to the 25-yard line, and that will end the first quarter.
Connor, you want me to tell you what I think about the first quarter?
I do want to. I actually do want to hear that.
Well, Connor, right now the Bruins are just absolutely massacring them. In a sense, as of they're just tearing down their defenses. They are absolutely not letting them have any, they're not letting them make any mistakes. Right now, the Bruins are making sure if they make a mistake, they are using that to their advantage. I see every time that the Bruins gets a gain, then they are using it off of an advantage that they have because the Raiders are really slacking on defense. Offensive-wise, they're okay.
They're okay.
That's all I have to say. They're really just okay. They're not like top tier like us. We are just
we are very much the favorite team tonight, and I agree with this.
And I really see why we're the favorite team tonight because of how much how tough we are and how much we're willing to put in the work.
We put in that work all through the summer. We've been on that grind. We had a new coach, Jason Moore. High aspects coming in as he did great as the offensive coordinator, and he's doing phenomenal. He makes great play calls. He makes great trick plays actually that I've never seen. I've never seen the same repetitive trick plays.
And honestly, Coach Bond.
All right, I'm just gonna take it back over. I'm sorry.
Right.
Emil's line up in shotgun formation. Twins near side. Emil face hands off to his left. Scrambles out to the far side. Looks for a man. Decides to stiff on one man and powers up the middle for about a 2-yard gain. And that will bring it 2nd and 8.
I'm going to be honest with you. Coach Bond, he was a great coach. And
there's a flag down on the play. The ball is bring back, and that is 11 minutes and 48 seconds. All right, Bruins, they are discussing on what they're going to be doing next. 6-0, Bruins up. Jay's spirits is quite low. Our student section is packed all the way to the back. That rhymes. And now, as our theme is rob the Raiders. I'm dressed in my apparel too. Hold up, Winston, take it over while I get dressed in my apparel.
Today was an amazing day. I think that we had an amazing turnout for the game. A lot of people.
All right, I'm gonna take it back over. I'm dressed out.
Oh yeah, you look really good in that. Really good.
Thank you. Bruins will line up in shotgun formation. Twins near side. Mill goes deep to number 3 Carter Walker and is picked off once again.
Carter Walker is just not being able to find the flow tonight. He really just is not. He's really having troubles, but he's an amazing and phenomenal athlete, just all around. He's just having a little bit of trouble.
And that play will be called off, and that is a flag down, and that will be called on the Raiders. And they're signaling that it is on the Raiders. I hear JA's student section booing. I disagree. Oh yeah, that was definitely pass interference. There was no way. He brought him down. He dove. He tackled him. He was holding on to him. There's no way. That was not pass interference.
The Raiders are.
The Raiders are always rating them of their own.
The Raiders are really trying to rate us of our
own happiness.
Yeah,
they're rating themselves of their own happiness.
Coming out here tonight, they really must have had their hopes up, thinking that they were going to win this game.
All right, Bruins line up in shotgun formation. Trips near side. Twins far side. Also, Bruins. Emil drops back to pass. Goes for a screen, and that is misinterpreted, and that will go out of bounds. Right around the 25-yard. The 35-yard line. No, that was a misinterpreted screen right there. Number 5, Million Kelly, wasn't right there. And, it just got past him. No, ball was wet, slipped out of Emil's hands.
Connor, do you mind me asking what down this is?
Yes, it is a second and... yes, it is 2nd and 10.
Oh, yeah.
They went for a deep play. Got picked off by Carter Walker. It was called off. It is 2nd and 10. So, Bruins, they're hyped tonight. Cheerleaders are doing fantastic tonight. They're cheering on the student section. They're cheering on the parents. Our stadium is packed tonight with St. Joe fans.
Yeah, and if I was sitting in the stadium, I'd be extremely hyped for tonight's game. We're the favorite. Yeah, we're the favorite, and we're just really hyped. I just could not find the word.
We're very hyped. Man.
Yes, today I came to school, was super amped to be watching this game. Just super amped.
I agree. No. All right, Bruins line up and Bruins will line up on the 40-yard line. Bruins line up in shotgun formation. Twins either side. Emil hands off to his left, and he is immediately met by number 5, Million Kelly, as he rolls for a loss of 2, and that makes it third. And excuse me, that will make it 3rd and 13.
Yeah, so the Bruins right now are, you know, the Jackson Academy is really giving it their all. They're really trying to stop them. But the Bruins, they're definitely pushing them back. They're definitely giving it to them.
All right, Bruins. I'm sorry. I gotta do my job. Bruins will line up in shotgun formation. Twins near side. Emil takes a snap, drops back to pass. He has blockers, goes for the screen in front of 5, Million Kelly. He has one man, powers through it. He's wrapped up, and he will be slung back, and that would be a loss of about 10. So that will make it 4th and 20. Excuse me, that was 4th and 15. I don't know where I was getting 20 from. What will the Bruins do here? Will they punt or will they continue?
Well, if they punt, then there'll be more logical play, but they can, continue.
It appears that they will be punting with number 2, Mil Picarelli. Coming up in punting formation. Low snap, and that is blocked. Emil tries to recover, and J.A. will recover on the 12-yard line.
Yeah, we got to keep our spirits up, Connor. This might be a very bleak moment in the game, but if we continuously keep our spirits up, then I think that we will win. Hopefully.
This is a very
sad moment in Bruin history.
We got to keep our spirits up. They're Bruins. They got a fight right here, and nothing can get past them. Jay, they got their spirits up right now, but we got to shut them down.
Yeah, they're jumping and hopping all over the field.
We see them over there. Bruins, they're going to take that personally. I'm going to say that now. They're going to take that personally. The ball will be placed on the 13-yard line. J.A. will line up in shotgun formation. Man, near side. Takes a snap, rolls out to the far side, runs to the middle, and he will be met by the Bruins, and that will be a gain of about 6, and that will be placed on the 6-yard line. That will make it 2nd and 4. 2nd and 3, excuse me.
It's very early in the game. I think that, there's either side now is going to be able to win. But I think we're going to rob the Raiders of their gold because, we're just so much better than them.
I agree. All right, Bruins will line up in a Bruins will line up in a blitz. Raiders. Excuse me, that's not a blitz. That's a 5-4. And they will hand off to the left, and that is a Raider touchdown. That will make the score 6-6. 9 minutes and 28 seconds left. They don't deserve a sponsor for that. That's not our Bruins.
Really is not, Connor. Really is not. It's unfortunate, We all do make mistakes, like God says. We all are human, and they're really just giving it their best. And right now, they're gonna have to give it more, like 110%.
And they will go for the kick. I'm sorry, and that ball will be placed on the 10-yard line, and that kick is snapped, and that ball is down, and that kick will be good. That will bring the score 7-6. J.A. up by 1.
Connor, they're up by 1. And I know that right now it's a bleak moment, but I think that our Bruins are going to be able to take it back.
I think they have that momentum. Our
offense really does have that momentum.
I think they can return back onto this momentum. I think the ball was just, like slipping around, just the rain, everything coming down. It's coming. It's not coming down hard, but it's coming down.
Well, let's get ready for the kickoff. Off to you.
So we have 9 minutes and 28 seconds, It's not quite lined up yet, Winston.
Well, Connor, I'm just waiting for it to be, so,
You know what I've noticed? While I'm sitting right here, I'm just going to look at J.A.'s truck. They have a whole truck for their protection. But, you want to stay here. You want to support the Bruins. We don't want to support the Raiders. So,
yeah,
stay with St. Joe. Stay with the Joe.
For real. St. Joseph's have really provided me with a safe place and a safe home to call my own. So I'm just very happy to be here.
All right, so we have a number 3, Carter Walker, and 0, Tay Littleton in the backfield as the receivers, as the kickoff receivers for tonight. All right, drum roll. The kick is away for an extremely low kick, and that will bounce for a touchback. So the ball will be placed right around the 20, not right around, on the 25-yard line for the Bruins.
All right, ready. So St. Joe, I think, is having a little bit of a hard time catching their breath right now. They have been stomping all over. But I really think that if St. Joe really wants it, then they're going to be able to give this to them and shove it home.
I agree.
I agree, too.
All right, so 9 minutes and 28 seconds left. All right, so never mind. So our halftime announcer will be that will be Campbell-Beck. You hear him on the radio show. He will be doing the halftime tonight. I was just trying to call for him, but he walked away. All right, Bruins will line up in shotgun formation. Trips near side. Hamil on the far side. Bruins take the snap. High snap. Rolls to the far side, and he is stopped, and he'll be stopped right on the line of scrimmage.
Connor, they're really giving it to him out there tonight, and that is really what they want to be doing.
Oh, sorry. Yeah,
It's okay.
All right, so 9 minutes left. I keep giving the score. I think the Bruins can come back. We got Carter Walker and Taylor Littleton on the near side, and number 5, Millie Kelly. Actually, Emil takes a snap, trips near side. Emil goes for a little wheel route to number 5, Millie. And that will be a Bruin first down. And that first down is brought to you by Sombra Mexican Kitchen.
I'm very glad to hear their first down. Like I said.
All right, I'm sorry. I'm going to have to stop you right here. Bruins alive. Shotgun formation. Trips to your side. Caleb Gray powers up the middle for a gain of 3. And that will make it 2nd and 7.
Caleb Gray on the carry.
Connor, now what I have to tell you on these last 2 plays, they've just coming out, like I've said, coming out hard, coming out strong. And that's something that the Bruins do. They just really are good at that, coming out strong, coming out hard. Their defense might need a little bit of work, but we're really just happy to have their defense, and they are a really phenomenal defense, and that's just what you want to see on the team.
I agree, Winston. I agree, Winston.
You continuously say I agree. Why don't you say
I agree.
else?
I do, because I do agree. Bruins line up in shotgun formation. Twins to your side. Goes for the screen. Tipped up. And that will almost be picked up. As you see, a little bit of pushing by Brady Parkinson, number 71. A little bit of bickering right there. But, Brady, he's one of our key aspects. He takes his game seriously.
Like, if I was playing on the team, I really would be taking this seriously because I would be angry.
Team, actually.
Huh?
They tried to get you on the team, but
yeah,
you want to stay here.
Yeah, I wanted to stay here, and I wanted to help. And I really do love track, and I love my legs. So,
you don't want those taken out.
Yeah, so for track season, I really just want to, be there.
All right, so that will make it 3rd and 10. Bruins will line up in shotgun formation. Twins, far side. Oh, look, Caleb Gray in the backfield. Emil hands off to his left. And he will run up the middle, breaks one tackle, and that's a fumble down. And it was recovered by Emil Picarella. Runs to the near side. Throws it open hole and steps out of bounds. And that will be a gain of 6. Flag down the play.
What do you think?
A lot would happen. A lot happened on that play.
It really did. Like, that was such a clash. That was such
a chaos play.
Yeah, it really was. Like, they had no clue what they were doing, but they ultimately picked it right back up and got it right back through. And that's something you love to see. Like, sometimes, St. Joseph, I don't know how to put this. Chaotic as it seems, they're able to make peace with it.
I cannot deny that. I cannot deny that. You are right. We found, Caleb Gray, now the ball's wet. It's extremely wet. The field, it's humid. The ball's going to slip out. So, as you know, he got wrapped up, and then he spun around, and that ball just popped out. Luckily, a roll pass by by about 4 Raider defenders.
Well, the Raiders found his way there. The Raiders probably don't have a brain big enough to comprehend that the ball fell out of their hands. So they probably forgot that they were even trying to get a ball.
They were just fucking bugs. Sorry. All right, 7 minutes and 40 seconds left. 7:48. Oh wow. We're coming close. All right, Bruins will line up in shotgun formation. Twins near side. Twins out of side, excuse me. Ball is in play. Bruins line up in number 1, Caleb Gray in the backfield. 15 seconds left on the play clock. a timeout called. That is a timeout called by the Bruins, and that timeout is brought to you by the Irwin family.
I don't know what to say right now. I'm in a mixed emotions.
Mixed, yes. Very mixed.
Like, should I be worried, or should I be happy that the Bruins are just absolutely having
a field day?
Yeah.
And they are. A lot is happening. A lot has been happening, Winston.
A lot has been happening.
Your shoes are very dirty.
Connor.
This clean. I'm sorry. I just couldn't help but notice.
Connor, you're right. My shoes are dirty because, somebody had priorities to go get the sheet that we forgot in the classroom. And by we, I mean you.
You weren't here, so I just like to point that out. You were not here. You were not here. All right, so Bruins, they will line up to kick as it is a 4th and 8. Bruins will kick. Number 2, New Picker will kick. Kick is low, and that kick is up and away for a high, but that ball will definitely go out of bounds. And that ball will go out of bounds. I'm not completely sure where. 7 minutes and 30 seconds. I'm going to let Winston take over for right now. He's announcing the transfer over. So just talk about what you've been seeing.
Well, what I've been seeing tonight, folks, is just an absolute great game. I'm glad I came out here and decided to help with the Bruin broadcasting. It's really fun. I've been seeing a lot of happy people about this game. This game is really meaning a lot to both teams, and just everything. A lot of things are riding on this game, especially this rivalry. So Jay is going down, and Connor is just talking.
I'm talking. Okay. Oh, big run.
Big run, absolutely massive. Yellow. That's a flag on the play. That's 2 flags on the play.
And he was. I'm so sorry about that play. And I was talking to our coordinator, halftime coordinator, Campbellback, and there's a big run on the play, but there's a flag down. So, 7 minutes and 17 seconds left. So, Bruins are here. That ball will appear to be called back. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not really sure. 7 minutes into. Get out my chair. And that ball will be brought back to where they received, and that ball will be placed on the 40-yard line. I really need to get this monitor set up. I can't see past the 40.
Connor, hopefully the Bruins. Wait, whose ball is it? It looks like it's the Bruins.
No, it is not. It's the Raiders.
Oh, it's the Raiders? I'm so sorry, folks. I cannot see from here.
Bruins will line up in a 5-4. And that is a timeout called.
Probably by the Bruins.
No, that timeout will be called on the Bruins. On the Raiders, excuse me. All right, so Kemp, how actually you're not on the radio. Never mind.
What?
So Winston, how are you doing tonight?
How am I doing, Connor? I'm doing you want my real emotions? I'm having very mixed emotions about this game. Like, I have felt highs and lows. I want to cry right now, to be honest with you.
What? A lot. So, 7 minutes and 11 seconds here. We have a decent amount of people listening, Camp.
Yes.
That's what you want to know. People listen to your radio show. You know that, right?
Yeah.
He said yes.
A lot of people listen to this. I was watching this when I went home, and I always thought this was very entertaining. The chat was very live.
It is pretty entertaining.
It is very. I will, me and Connor.
I think we're a great duo so far. Brandon's
really
out
are.
of town. I'm not sure where he is. I haven't seen him really all this week. All right. So what we got? All right, Bruins will line up in a Bruin blitz. Raiders take the snap. Goes for a little screen as he rolls out to the far side. And he steps out of bounds right around the 40-yard line. All right, Winston, what do you think about that play?
What do I think about that play, Connor? They are really heading to have it right now. Right now, the defenses are at an all-time high. And I think that our defenses are really, putting in the work. making sure that ball does not get over that line.
Yes. What is that line called, Winston?
Connor, I don't know enough about football to tell you
All right,
about
line
that.
scrimmage. All right, Raiders will hand off to the left, and he is immediately caught up in a bear trap. And as they are fighting to keep him pushing him forward, Bruins are stopping him as they shove him
pushing
back.
him back.
Oh, he falls out the bear trap.
He is pushing them back. They have pushed the Raiders back. That is what we like to see. We
And
love to
there's a
see
heavy
Bruins
pass off
songs.
to the play. That's number 22, Demario Davis, and he will be called out for a play. Number 21, Charlie Zane comes out as it is. Excuse me. And what do you know? Whenever we get caught up in the bear trap, there's no coming out. There's no coming out.
Really is not. When they had him in there, it was just game over for him. Like, he should have just given up. He should have just,
Yeah, you can't give up like that, though.
But I mean, like, if I was a Raider right now, I would just been like, just let
I
them
mean,
take me.
you would just stay.
Yeah, I would have just been limp, and I would have just let them carry me all the way to the end zone.
That will be a flag called onto the Bruins somehow, even though the Bruins helmet popped off. And Demario will be setting out for a play. One of our key aspects, but number 21, Charlie Zhang, will be coming in.
What is this? What are you seeing right now?
I saw it. Personal interference. Excuse me. Unsportsmanlike conduct. And that will 15-yard penalty. And the ball will be placed on just shy of the 20-yard line.
I've got to really say that really sucks.
All right, Bruins.
Oh, wow.
Bruins will line up in a 5-4. Tries to draw him off sides. Fakes hands off. Rolls out to the near side. Scrambles. And he is met by number 13, Zadarin Hart. And he is just shy of the line of scrimmage.
Taken down by number 13, Zay Hart of the Bruins.
I think you should put it up.
All right. Because, I was getting my picture taken right now. It is 5 minutes and 55 seconds left. And Bruins are... Okay. Bruins will line up in a Bruin blitz. Yeah, Tay Littleton on the far side. Tay Littleton, I'm sorry. Sorry, I just blanked out right there. They go for a little flick to number 1, and there is a gain of 1. All right, 5 minutes and 25 seconds left of this first half. Sorry, Camp, you can't take a breather reel right now.
Yeah, it is a very tense game.
Yeah, we're not talking to you. We're talking to Winston.
Yes, you are talking to me. In fact, why are you even up here?
Yeah.
I'm about to do the
Okay, yeah.
Oh, you are about to do
5
that.
minutes.
I am very sorry.
We're coming
That's
into
my
the-
bad.
We're coming into here. All right, Bruins will line up in a definitely Bruin blitz. Safety in the backfield. Goes for a short little lob, and that is caught by number 28, and that is a Raider touchdown.
Right now,
13-6, 4 minutes and 54 seconds.
it's okay. It's okay. Everything's okay. Everything's okay. They still have 2 more quarters left to, score one. Huh?
2 quarters is a long time.
Yeah, it's an extremely long time, as my friend said here. 2 quarters means that you can basically do anything. The game can be turned around so fast, just like my car when I'm driving down the road.
You don't have a car, Winston.
Connor, they don't know that. They
I
did
know
not
that.
know that.
All right. That kick is placed down. The ball is snapped, and that is almost blocked by Zadarin Hart, and that will be good, and that will make it 14-6.
I will stand with my Bruins, and I still think that they're the favorite here. It might be a bleak moment for them, but all they need is just 1 touchdown and 1 field goal, and I think that should bring them back and their ambitions, because right now I feel like their ambitions are at an all-time low during this game.
All right, so as the rain has stopped, it's just extremely humid right now. Kind of a lot of rain on this tent. A lot of water on this tent. Camp, you cannot take a beer reel right now. I apologize. You can't get the headset on until another 4 minutes and 54 seconds. I know you really want to do it. So this game, Winston, no. Okay, well, Camp, I'm going to be talking to you for a little bit. So, what is from what you've seen so far, because, what do you think of how this game is going?
This game is going crazy. So the Raiders, Jackson Academy, they have 14 points, and the Bruins have 6. JA has scored 2 whole touchdowns, and St. Joe scored 1. Unfortunately, the Bruins were not able to connect on that extra point. So unfortunately we didn't get that extra point. But I have heard from many sources online and from other people that the Bruins are favored to win this game.
They are favored to win this game.
They
Yes,
are
sir.
favored.
We are favored to win this game. We have several bets placed on us. 4 minutes and 54 seconds left. Camp.
It's a long time.
Retaking
long
to be
time.
real. And that ball is kicked and away, very low, no spin, and that is recovered by Taylor Littleton on the 10-yard line, and that ball will be called dead.
Yes, Connor, that ball will be caught dead.
Yes, it will be called dead. And that it appears that the ball will be re-kicked. I cannot tell you why it will be re-kicked.
It's because Jay paid off the refs.
Well, it was still good ball placement. All right, so Bruins. All right, so Raiders will re-kick this ball. For the last couple times I've been going for a little bit of a offside penalty on JA. They will be going for the regular kick, not the squid kick. We got receivers in the backfield. Number 3, Carter Walker. And 0, Taylor Littleton. Excuse me. All right. That ball is kicked, and it is away for an extremely low kick. And it's recovered by Taylor Littleton as he picks it up, and he is rolling to the near side, and he is slipped. And and that is a 22. And that ball would be placed on the 22-yard line. And I would just like to announce a quick station ID as it is 8 o'clock. You are listening to Bruin Sports Radio, heard exclusively on WJXE LP, Jackson, Mississippi Catholic Radio 107.9. There's a timeout called by the Bruins, and that timeout was brought by the Irwin family.
Shout out to the Irwins.
Yes, the Irwins, Emerson Irwin is one of our anchors here. So, the Bruins...
Yeah, she is really
very talented anchor.
very talented and very...
And she's on the dance team. All right, Bruins will line up in shotgun formation.
Can I say beautiful, Connor?
Zay Hart on the
Can I
far
say
side.
Connor?
Hands off to number 5, Millie Davis, and he is tripped up, and that was a face match. That definitely was. And that is a gain for about 5, and that will make it... excuse me, that was not 5. That is second and 3.
Connor, can I talk to you for a second?
Yes. No. Here you go, Camp. I'll just like to speak.
Can I say
Hi, Bruin Football fans. I'm out here watching the game while the 2 radio reporters are talking. It is going crazy.
Thank you, Cam. All right, Bruins will line up in shotgun formation. Trips, far side. Emil takes a snap. Fakes hands off. Goes, pumps once, and it is caught by number 10, Ben Picarella, for a gain of about 6.
Yeah, shout out to him, like my friend said.
All right, that will make it 2nd and 1. Just shy. 3rd and 1, excuse me.
Look at him.
Just shy of the first down.
This time around, we're gonna get a touchdown. What do you think, Connor?
I agree. Yeah, we got 3 minutes and 59 seconds, just enough time to let us get through, power through. To score a Bruin touchdown.
No, to rob the Raiders of
all right,
one
Bruins
of
will line up in shotgun formation.
To rob the Raiders.
Hands out to his left to number 5, Millie Davis. He has 3 men on him, and he is powered up the middle that was a Bruin first down. And that first down was brought to you by Samba Mexican Kitchen, and that will make it 2nd and 6.
Connor, I have never understood one thing about these football games. Why do people wear little things coming out of their pants? That is always...
The towels?
Yeah.
That's just to drop the ball. All right, Bruin.
Wait, so does
Bruins
that...
line up in shotgun formation. Hands off to the left to number 5, Millie. Finds an open hole, and he is wrapped up for about a gain of 2. That will make it 3rd and 6. All right, not 3rd and 6, excuse me. That will make it 3rd and 4. About 3rd and 5. All right, so what were we saying earlier?
Just was wondering that. I've always wondered that, and I wondered if I could have one if I've ever played football.
Yeah, you could. All right, Bruins will line up in shotgun formation. Twins, far side. Emil tries to draw him off sides. Why are you... excuse me. All right, 10 seconds left on the play clock, and counting. 8, 7. Emil Hoists a snap.
4.
Takes a snap. Hands off to his right to number 5, Millie Kelly. And as he powers up the middle, makes one man, and he is brought down by 2 Raiders. And that will be a gain of And that will be a Bruin first down. That first down is brought to you by Sombra.
That is a
kitchen.
that's a clutch first down. They really needed that. And I think Connor, now they're going to start evening it. Every time they run out on that field, they're going to be able to push them even further back.
I agree. 2 minutes and 19 seconds left remaining. Bruins will line up in shotgun formation. The Raiders are scrambling. Bruins line up in shotgun formation. Hands off to his right to number 1, Kevin Gray. His blockers goes for the screen to number 0, Tay Littleton. And he breaks one tackle, and he is just shy of the first down. That is 2nd and 9, but there's a flag down on the play. We're waiting the call by.
That was a great pass by Emil Picarello, and I'm sorry, Connor. I just needed to point that out.
Yes. And that call will be called on the Bruins. I'm not completely sure. There's a timeout call on the Bruins. I'm sorry. That timeout is brought to you by the Irwin family.
Amazing family.
There's someone hurt. I believe it was number 0, Tay Littleton, one of our key aspects here.
Oh, that might be a little problem for the Bruins, but I think that we're going to be able to power through it.
We have our trainer Matt out there. We got water coming out there. This is not looking good right now.
It's okay. It's okay. It's all in the name of the sport, you know?
Injuries happen in the sport. Don't want that to happen.
Really don't, but, just like everything, just like all sports, it's bound to happen, except in water polo.
What do you mean? There are injuries in water polo.
There are?
Yeah.
All you're doing is just sitting up there.
No, you're not.
Yeah, you are.
No, you're not. You have to tread water the whole time. You got to tread the water the whole time. Do you not know how water polo works?
Yeah, I do know how water polo works.
All right, so Bruins. Taylorson is up and walking. I think the breath just got knocked out of him. Hit him a little too hard. Bruins are here. 1:59 remaining. Bruins, we're here. We're out here tonight. I see one of our former alums, Jake Ramsey and Cole Spivey here. They used to play Bruin football here. We're not interviewing you. Sorry. I'll talk to you after this. So we are here. Bruins are placed on the
34.
Bruins are placed on the 34-yard line. Just 36-yard line, excuse me. All right, Bruins line up in shotgun formation. Troops near side. Emil takes a snap, draws back to pass. Looks for upper receivers. Pockets collapse. He's chased. Scrambles it. Goes for a little screen to. That is a Zay Hart on the play right there. Carter Walker, excuse me, and that is a gain of. I believe that is a.
Was that complete?
That was complete.
It was complete, but there's a flag.
Oh.
Yes. Holding penalty on St. Joe. Not looking great.
Not looking good indeed. But, as a Bruin, you're supposed to, push through the hard times. And, we've learned in theology there will be hard times and good times, Connor. And throughout those times, you must learn. And this time, they will learn through their hard times. Back to you.
Yeah, so as that brings us to 2nd and 20.
You have no words about that?
I don't have words about this. Bruins, they just have to power through. We have difficulties. We have adversities.
And do not forget it's raining once again.
I would just like to say a Latin phrase, Veni, Vindi, Vici. That is, I don't know the actual phrase, but I know it is adapt and overcome. I know the last 2 words. That's what the Bruins got to do. We got to adapt and overcome.
Yeah, like the T-Rexes,
Where did you get T-Rexes out of this? I'm sorry, but where did you get that?
They had to adapt and overcome. Sadly, a meteor. Sadly, a meteor.
All right, we're going to cut you out right here. All right, 1:50 left. We have the Bruins will be placed on the 18 to 19-yard line right in the middle. They have a long way to go. They have a very long way to go. Their first down mark is just over the 50-yard line. All right, so this Camp wants to talk, but he will not be let.
No, Camp, you cannot talk.
All right, Winston,
Yeah.
you keep talking.
All right. So during right now, we are looking at something is happening on the play. It seems like a little bit of arguing with the refs. They are really letting them have it. I can't tell what's happening. Seems like they're having a little bit of discussion about whose ball it is. No, not whose ball it is, but what to do. Oh, it is a negative gain of
sportsmanlike conduct. We are here on the 10-yard line. We have an extremely long way to go.
I cannot lie, Connor. It is not looking good for us right now. I'm not gonna even sugarcoat it.
Bruins line up in shotgun formation. Twins near side. Hand off to the right to Millie and Kelly as he fights. Tries to get past the line of scrimmage and he does not. I think the Bruins right here. I think they need to run down this clock. Try not to hand it over to the Raiders.
Take some knees.
You do not want to take knees right here. That just runs down the plays. Because right now it is second and it appears to be second and 40.
40.
We have a long way to go, Camp and Winston. All right, Bruins will line up in shotgun formation. Twins far side. Rain's getting heavier. Twins
Really
near side.
is.
Bruins hands off to the left to number 5, Millie Kelly. He passes up the middle. Open plane, and he is dragged down right around the 25-yard line.
That was an amazing play. A really needed play right there. Just an absolutely needed play.
We have a minute left, and that is a timeout called by the Raiders. All right. Winston, can you keep talking for a little bit?
Of course I can. I'm gonna take over for Connor, and now we're looking at
All right, Winston, just keep talking right now. Just talk about like what's going on.
looking at a little timeout right now.
Yeah, so there's a timeout. What's crazy is there are so many flags that were thrown on that last play. There were, I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, 2 personal foul penalties were thrown and 1 false start, which I don't know, but that's a lot of penalties for one play. That was almost, it went from 2nd and 10 to 2nd and 40 just off of penalties, which is literally crazy.
It really is. You really cannot expect anything out of these games. Like, anything can happen.
I know. These games are crazy. Anything can happen.
Especially the water coming out of the ceiling.
The wind, the water's falling us, but it's worth it to watch one of the nation's best quarterbacks, Emil Picaroa, to see what he does, to watch him do what he do is amazing. He plays amazing.
He really does.
Here we go. We're about to snap.
All right, Bruins are back. Hands off to his left to number 5, Millie Kelly. He rolls out to the far side, and there's a flag down on the play. At 55 seconds of counting. Millie and Kelly on the carry. Flag down on the play. Who will it be on, the Bruins or the Raiders? All right, Winston, can you keep talking just for a little bit? I got some stuff to say to Camp. I'm sorry.
Of course I can. As Connor's gone, we're looking at a little bit of a... I have no clue what's going on. Really no clue. We're just waiting to see what happens. Seems like it might be a little bit more of unsportsmanship conduct because our team is just not being, I guess, polite to the other team. But why would you? They're our rivals, and why would you be super nice to them? So,
all right, I am back. I already told him that. All right, we have 54 seconds left remaining. And third down Bruins. Just about third. And that appears to be 25. Bruins awaiting the play call.
it is really coming down right now, Connor.
It is coming down. Coming down quite a bit.
Maybe this is God's way of saying, don't give up, Bruins. I believe in you, because I see a rainbow right now. Do you?
No. Where do you see a rainbow?
It's metaphorical, how the rainbow signifies that not to give up.
God's promise.
Yeah, yeah.
That means God's promise. That's what the rainbow means. Okay.
Connor.
All right, back to the game. So,
Connor,
Bruins.
not to get philosophical right now, but
Okay.
I just think that the Bruins just need a push forward.
I agree. 52 seconds left. Emil with Bruins will line up in shotgun formation. Twins near side. Bruins awaiting the call. 8 seconds left on the play clock. Bruins. 5 seconds left. Bruins take the snap. Hands off to the left to number 5, Millie Kelly. He slow steps and he rolls out to the near side. Breaks one man and he is brought down by 2. Makes it 4th. And
Kelly on the carry.
that will make it 4th and 20.
51, Nicholas Harris to the Raiders.
All right. 15 seconds left on the play clock in the rest of this first half. All right. And will they hand it over or will 6 minutes? They're counting down. It appears that they will just hand it over. The Bruins will be kicking off next half. I will now be handing it over to Campbellback and our choir director, Miss Canizero.
You want to go get something to eat? All right, I'm following you.
Hello, everybody. This is Terry Casarino. We're here at halftime at our rain-soaked Bill Raphael Field here on the campus of St. Joseph Catholic School. It's halftime here, and this is time for the halftime show sponsored by Health Source One Private Duty and Staffing. That's our sponsor this year for the halftime show. I'm going to turn it over to your host, Camp Levac. Camp, you've got a pretty interesting guest coming up. I'm going to turn it over to you. It's halftime at St. Boy. The rain's coming down pretty good now, and the score, by the way, is 14-6. Bruins down 14-6. And Camp, take it away.
Thank you, Mr. Casarino. So, hello, Bruin football fans. I'm here about to start the halftime show with a very, very important guest at St. Joe, Miss Canizero. She serves a lot of roles at St. Joe. So, Miss Canizero, what all do you do at St. Joe?
I am the curriculum director and the math department chair and the choir teacher. And let me just say thanks for having me, Camp.
Yes, ma'am. So, for those who don't understand, because I know I don't understand, what does a curriculum person do?
The curriculum director is about teacher support, going into classrooms, helping teachers where they need help, and making sure that the rigor of St. Joe remains what it needs to be. High excellence and high expectations.
Yes, ma'am. So St. Joe does offer high excellence, and we need to make sure that our teachers are all the way up to excellence.
Absolutely, and we have some phenomenal teachers at St. Joe that don't let slackers happen. They push students and make sure that students are getting what they need academically and encouraging them to rise above where their expectations normally would be set.
Yes, ma'am. So if you serve as the choir director, what all does a choir director do?
My role as choir director has been very interesting. This is actually my first job where I was in a high school choir setting. I've done elementary music in the past, and I've found this to be very rewarding. Last year, I had 5 students make the All-State Honor Choir and attend the All-State Honor Choir in Hattiesburg for a weekend. We sing at Mass every week. Make sure that we have communion music, opening hymns, and we end with the Sushipe. We also sing the national anthem here at the football games and try to support our football team. I have an 8th grade choir rotation where I get to show 8th graders kind of what choral music is all about. We talk about music theory, we talk about musical studies, and we prepare for Mass. So they're ready to sing at Mass, even though they're not on the altar.
Yes, ma'am. So when you talked about you did elementary choir, where did you do that at?
I started teaching music at French Elementary School in West Jackson. I taught pre-K through 5th grade. And it was very interesting to deal with the younger people, but I found that my real passion was math and the older students. I really enjoy teaching middle school students and high school students.
Yes, ma'am. So what do you do for math at St. Joe?
As math department chair, I support the math teachers, making sure that they have all the resources they need to help their students be successful in the classroom. Math tends to be a more difficult subject for the younger generation these days, and so I just make sure that the teachers have what they need to help their students succeed.
Yes, ma'am. Math is very important in everyday life as well. So do you think First of all, did you go to a Catholic institution as a child?
I did. I attended St. Terry's Catholic School in elementary school. And after elementary school, I went into the public schools, and I ended up graduating from Wingfield High School. From there, I went to Hines Community College, and I earned my bachelor's in music education from Delta State University. Later, I went to Mississippi College and earned my master's in ed leadership.
Yes, ma'am. So how do you think the Catholic education, not only you said just elementary, but how do you think that affects one's mindset going into everyday life?
I have found it to be very rewarding to be able to share my faith with my students. Coming from a public school background as far as my upper years in school and my early teaching years, I haven't been able to share my faith with students. I was raised Catholic in a Catholic family, and I enjoy being able to go to Mass. I enjoy having adoration on Fridays and just not having to skirt around my faith. And I believe it offers a firm foundation in shaping young people and helping to build our Catholic tradition.
Yes, ma'am. It is very important to broadcast your faith in everyday life if one wants to go to heaven. So, what do we think about the Spirit Steppers band and all them performing right now in the pouring rain?
Well, I applaud these musicians and especially our newfound color guard for being able to withstand this storm. I do worry about some of the instruments getting wet, but they seem to be doing all right, marching on a wet field and playing their instruments.
Do you play any instruments, Miss Canizero?
I do. I play the piano. I started playing the piano when I was 12 years old. My aunt gave me piano lessons, and I just took it from there.
Yes, ma'am. So when you talked about the choir sings at Mass, what do you think actually having a live singing performance at Mass, do you think that affects and is better or worse than just having music come over like speakers?
I think it just depends on the mood of the Mass. It's always encouraging to have live music when you want the congregation to sing. You want the congregation to be a part of the celebration of the Eucharist and to be active participants. And if you're just sitting, listening, and watching others, you're not going to get as much from the Mass as if you're actually participating. And music is a really easy way to participate in Mass. And my father always told me, when you sing in church, you pray twice.
Yes, ma'am, because if you just sit in church and do nothing, then that's not going to get you to heaven. Participating and singing in church is what is.
Absolutely, and I believe that it helps to enhance the Mass. You get out of Mass what you put into Mass, and singing the music is just one way that you can participate in the Eucharist.
Yes, ma'am. My religion teacher, Miss Cooper, last year, she stressed that a lot, that you need to participate in Mass.
Yes, Miss Cooper was a huge advocate of participating in the Mass, and we really miss Miss Cooper and wish her well. But she did encourage students strongly to be active participants in the celebration of the Eucharist.
Yes, ma'am. Do you participate in any other Masses that aren't St. Joe related?
I do. I am the music minister for Holy Savior Catholic Church in Clinton. My dad and I sing together on Sunday mornings. I'm also the youth children's minister as far as music goes and help with the Christmas program at Christmas. I've also had an adult choir at Christmas and at Easter to celebrate the Holy Triduum. I've been at Holy Savior for about 23 years now.
So when you said at your past school you were teaching math, you were teaching pre-K through 6 choir, were you also teaching math there as well, or just choir?
I taught math. I only taught music for about 5 years in the public schools, and then I went into the math classroom, and I've taught 4th, 5th grade math, 7th grade math, 8th grade math, Algebra 1, Geometry, Algebra 2, and ACT Prep.
Yes.
I have found math was actually my true calling until I got here and realized that I'd been missing out all these years on having a high school choir.
Yes, ma'am. Do you still teach ACT Prep at St. Joe?
I do not. We have a phenomenal ACT Prep teacher, Miss Lambert, and she's really getting these kids ready to score well on their ACT.
Yes, ma'am. I haven't taken an ACT yet, but when I do, I'm sure to go to Miss Lambert to get that ACT prep.
You did take a pre-ACT last spring, I believe.
Yes, ma'am, I did, and that was very hard.
Did you find it to be difficult?
Yes, ma'am. I think I got a 22.
Your scores were good, Camp.
Thank you. The math part was very hard, but maybe my math teacher, Miss Canizero, could help.
And IXL will always help as well.
Yes, ma'am. IXL is something that students use every day, as well as No Red Ink, Sadly or Connect, and Study Sync to help in their everyday learnings.
Yes.
So, Miss Canizero, what do we think about these little kids dancing out here right now?
They are adorable.
Yes, ma'am. The little ones in the front are very
bless their
cute.
hearts, they're out in this torrential rain. It's interesting how the rain held off until halftime.
Yes,
Until it
ma'am.
was time for the halftime show.
Yes, ma'am. I was looking at the weather, and hopefully, fingers crossed, the weather will end up stopping before the end of the game. But right now, these little kids, some of these kids look very young. I would say probably around 7 years old, are out there in the pouring rain. You can't tell very well on screen, but looking up at these lights, it is coming down. So what, Ms. Canizero, what are we thinking about the game? What do we think? Do we think St. Joe can come back and beat these Raiders?
Absolutely they can. I have confidence that these boys are going to get out here on the field and they're going to regroup and remember their training and come back at JA with full vengeance.
Yes, ma'am. Hopefully, as our theme was today, rob the Raiders, hopefully coming out of the second half, we can rob the Raiders of their lead.
Absolutely, but it's going to be very difficult on a wet field with a wet football.
Yes, ma'am. That football, I was talking to Coach Moore last week, and he was saying the football, it might seem fun for some like skill players that just get to like tackle in the mud and stuff, but he said for Emil and Tay Littleton, who are quarterback and running back, it is almost impossible to throw the ball. So tonight, it's going to be very hard for the Raiders and for St. Joe to throw the ball, but I'm sure they will still try.
And I imagine it's going to be hard to catch the ball as well.
Yes, ma'am, because Emil, he's one of the best nation's quarterback, and he throws the ball very well and very fast, so it's very slippery.
Yes.
So, what do we think about, I see the homecoming girls out there. What do we think about that? What do we think about the homecoming thing this year, Mamma Mia?
We're so excited about the homecoming thing, Mamma Mia. I think the students are going to really enjoy our homecoming week with our dress-up days and our pep rallies. And I'm very excited to see what kind of music is chosen at the homecoming dance. I'm hoping that we do get to hear some ABBA.
Yes, ma'am. So, is that a song from Mamma Mia?
Yes.
I've never seen Mamma Mia, but my sister was very excited. She's going to homecoming this week.
Yes, they are the band that perform the music for Mamma Mia.
Is homecoming this week, this coming week, or the next week?
Homecoming is the last week of September.
Oh, yes, ma'am. The
And
themes seem very fun. Have you seen the posters?
I have. I'm excited for Beach Day. I've got
Me
a big
too.
straw hat I can't wait to wear.
I'm excited to wear my Hawaiian shirts.
I'm hoping we can wear flip-flops.
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
it might
ma'am.
be cold, though. I don't know. You
It
never
might,
know.
or it might be raining like this.
Yes.
This Mississippi weather has been crazy, folks. It's been raining. The month of August, it brought the Pearl River up such high amounts that it broke the water drinking system for Jackson. That is why St. Joseph and its smaller sister school, St. Anthony, have been collecting water because the rain affected the water system so much that it is not working for some of our students. So some of our students have to come to St. Joe and St. Anthony to get water. And that's why St. Joe is also doing a project where whatever grade brings the most water to their religion teacher gets a free appropriate dress day. And that sounds very fun, and hopefully 8th grade wins. Any 8th graders listening, bring your water because we want to get free dress day.
Do we know who's in the lead yet?
We don't. We're moving the table right now to get out of the rain. 1 second, folks. So we don't know who's in the lead. Fingers crossed it's 8th grade, but
There are thunderstorms right now.
Well, 8th grade
are we on weather delay?
No, we're like, what are we on right now?
8th grade is a large class this year, so they have a good chance of winning.
Yes, ma'am. So apparently right now, I've just been informed that it is raining so hard that we are on weather delay, which it seems as though this is a reoccurring coincidence because last game as well there was a weather delay, and we did not get to start until about 9:30.
The last game, we had a long weather delay. My singers were on the field prepared to sing the national anthem, and it started raining this hard, and we actually snuck into the physical therapy tent and hunkered down there while we were waiting to sing the national anthem.
Yes, ma'am. I wonder if any lightning's inside close because this is a big storm right now, folks.
Oh, and as you speak.
As I said it, there comes a lightning. So that'll probably be about 30 minutes of weather delay. But we'll have to see what the officials say because that might have been heat lightning. Because I know I was at a game last night where the JV Bruins played, and it was lightning, but we talked to the officials, and it was heat lightning so that we did not have to cancel the game.
So you were here last night for the JV game?
I was. Unfortunately, our JV Bruins lost, but it was a very tough game, and we tried very hard. Hartfield is obviously a very hard opponent because they have such a big team and fresh legs that can come out almost every other play.
Yes.
But the JV Bruins fought hard, and we ended up losing 36-6. But my science teacher, Coach Hambick, also is the JV football coach, and he said that we had some very good plays last night, and that Hartfield was a very hard team, but we played, he said, very well against them.
Now, JV football was not the only competition on campus yesterday.
Yes, ma'am. There was also middle school JV and varsity volleyball, which I was at the volleyball games as well, supporting my Lady Bruin volleyball players. And I know that middle school beat prep and JV beat prep, but unfortunately, varsity did not beat prep. It was a very tough game. Prep is a very, very, very good volleyball team. And I hear, was there also a softball game, Ms. Canizero?
There was a doubleheader last night.
A doubleheader. I know they like to do that in baseball and softball. Did we end up winning?
I don't know the answer to that.
Yes, ma'am. I know that Iris Steckler, I was talking to her this morning at swim team practice, and she said that it made her very tired because it was a very tough opponent. I hear that St. Joe, all the sports that are going on in the fall right now are doing very, very well. Oh my gosh, that rain is cold. It is pouring, folks. It is absolutely pouring. We have about 5.5 minutes left in halftime, but we'll see what that goes like.
No, we have a rain delay, so it's going to be longer than 5.5 minutes.
It'll probably be an hour because all this lightning. It is pouring. I see, as I'm looking to the right of our screen, y'all can't see it unfortunately, but St. Joe is playing the Raiders, and the Raiders have a very good TV and radio station as well, just like the Bruins, and I can see them trying to get their camera gear under the weather, such as we are. We are under a tent right now, and we have just fully surrounded it because it is absolutely coming down out here, folks. The weather is crazy. Oh, speak of it, there comes a cameraman. He is soaked.
Do you think those cameras are waterproof?
I think they are. I know Mr. Casarino was telling us he recently purchased some new 4K cameras, and they are not waterproof, but almost like an iPhone, they're water resistant up to a point. So for like a little bit, they can be wet and stuff. But it's always better not to get them wet. Speaking of our new 4K cameras, everybody go to the Bruin News Now YouTube channel after this game and watch all our newscasts dating back to 2015 on our channel. We actually posted one today that came out. It was a midweek update by our new 8th grade journalism students that are learning their way. In my opinion, they did very, very well for their first time.
I agree. The 8th graders are some very well-spoken young people, and they seem very enthusiastic about Bruin News Now.
Yes, ma'am. I am in that class as well with those 8th graders, and I don't do Bruin News Now because I'm on the radio, but I was talking to some of my friends that do it, such as Sanaya and Jason Paul, and they were saying they very much like the class, and they would encourage all students that are not in it to get in it to now.
I would encourage all students to join the choir. A lot of people say, I can't join the choir because I don't sing well. And being in the choir is not about singing well, it's about blending well.
Yes, ma'am. And Miss Canizero, if you're not good at singing, in your opinion, Miss Canizero probably thinks you're good at singing. And if you're not good at singing, she can teach you. And I know some people on the choir, such as Dominic Weisenberger, and he is a very good singer, and I know that he's very nice, and he would help anyone that needs help to learn how to sing.
Yes, Dominic has been a wonderful addition to my choir. He is very enthusiastic, and I actually have a lot of males in my choir this year. I have 6 boys in my choir and 6 girls. Well, no, I have 5 girls. I'm down to 5 girls. So I have a very strong male presence, and we've been working with a little bit of barbershop quartet where there's harmonies, and I think they've enjoyed that.
Yes,
but
ma'am.
Yes, Dominic has been a great addition, as well as Clay and Quinn Pope.
They have.
Zachary Kilpatrick has joined because Dylan joined his brother last year, and so he convinced Zachary Kilpatrick to join. And we actually, I don't know if you noticed at Mass last Thursday, we have new choir mics, and that is partially because of the support of the Kilpatricks. They helped to purchase those new choir mics.
Yes, ma'am.
So that when the band is playing at Mass, you might be able to hear the choir.
Yes, ma'am. I was going to say it was very well, and I also enjoyed the part where the girls would sing a part and then the boys would sing a part.
Yes, we try to sing in 2-part harmony, and in some pieces of music we actually are able to get 3-part harmony going, which is very difficult to sing if you're not accustomed to singing in a choir.
Yes, ma'am. So did any of those 10 choir honor students, are any of them still at St. Joe participating in the choir?
Yes, Cassie Anderson was a student that made the All-State Honor Choir last year, and she is also joining us. She's not in the class because she wanted to try some different extracurricular activities. She actually is the captain for our new color guard. And so I said, absolutely, go try new activities, and she meets with me after school. I have a spirit stepper, Sophia, who is not able to meet with me after school, so she comes before school and rehearses with me. So you don't have to be in my class to actually be in my choir. Brennan Bolden is another one. She's a senior, and she was actually in the honor choir last year, went to Hattiesburg with us, and she is joining us this year. She is not in the choir, but she comes after school to rehearse.
Yes, ma'am. That is very nice of you that you're able to fluctuate your schedule to include other choir members.
I want students to understand how fun it can be to be in choir, and there's also scholarship money at universities just for being a part of the choir. You don't have to be a superstar or a diva to sing, one of the 3 tenors even, to sing in a choir.
Yes,
you
ma'am.
just have to be a strong voice who can kind of sort of read music, and you can get scholarship money for just being in choir.
Yes, ma'am. So that's it for our halftime show as it's winding down. We are currently at 18 seconds left of halftime. And Bruin fans, we are going on weather delay, but I would encourage you, the rain looks like, as I'm saying this, it looks like it's slacking off. So I would encourage you to stay on this live stream because you want to watch this game. It is going to be a close one. It is going to be a battle between St. Joe and St. Andrew. Excuse me, fans. JA. It is going to be a battle till the end. We will see y'all next halftime. This is Camp Levac. Thank you for coming on, Miss Canizero.
Thank you for having me, Camp. It was great talking with you.
Yes, ma'am. All right, I enjoyed it.
Go
Thank
Bruins.
you so much. Go Bruins!
Yeah, no problem. All right, let me run. I gotta go in the air. Bye.
Hello, everybody. This is Terry Casarino. We're back here at a soggy, wet Bill Rayfield Field here on the campus of St. Joseph Catholic School, where the rain is coming down in torrents. And it's been doing this for probably 20 minutes now. We've had some lightning and thunder. I'm not sure if the game is going to be delayed slightly because of the weather. It looks like it because the time clock for halftime is down to 0. And hold on a minute. I'm getting all wires all messed up. All our wires are getting messed up and wet. So hang tight. Yeah, it looks like the game might be delayed because they've had some lightning. Somebody get on the air with me.
Yes, sir.
Winston is about to join me on the air. But it looks like the game may be delayed because of the weather. There was some lightning here earlier. The rain is coming down and pretty strong. Still pretty heavy. The Bruins have not come out to the field. I have not heard any official word on if the game is delayed. Have you, Winston?
No, sir, but I think that right now the game will be delayed. It is raining cats and dogs out here right now.
Yep, I'm looking. They got us in a nice booth out here. They set up a new booth for Bruin Broadcasting. We're out on the 10-yard line. I just saw some lightning, so I imagine the game is going to be delayed somewhat. And I think in a delay game, it's 20 minutes minimum? This could be a while because I just saw some lightning flash. Rain still pouring. Weather's nice and cool. We're going to be broadcasting as long as we can, assuming, of course, the rain doesn't short-circuit any of this equipment.
I would go get some paper towels. Just send me out there right now, sir.
Somebody needs to get something so we can wipe some of the stuff down.
Connor, you're too good at this. I'm the newbie.
Connor Roden's going to join me now on the air, the voice of the Bruins. Connor, I can't remember a game where the rain suddenly came down in torrents like this. This is right before the end of the half. It hasn't let up. And obviously with some flashes of lightning, there's going to be a lightning delay.
Oh, definitely. And also, the field is flooding as well. We have the field is flooding. You know, if you look on it, it's coming down the sheets. Right around the 10-yard line, it's coming down. I can't see past the tornado. We have a rain cover up.
Oh, Lord. We just lost a video.
Oh, okay. All right, so if you're listening, the huddle camera is down. We are here on WJXC LP.
No, it looks like we got video.
Okay, we have video. On our camera, on the stream, we do not. That's weird.
No, here we go. We got video.
Okay. All right. We are here tonight. Flooding, actually. I'm glad we are high up.
Well, we're not that high up, but we're high enough to where we're not wading in the water because it does look pretty bad.
Actually, hold
down
on.
below.
Yeah. We got a pile of mud at the end of our steps here. I'm kind of grateful for these little sheets here. It's coming down hard. It's coming down really hard.
Yes, it is. And again, just to remind viewers that the score at half is 14 for Jackson Academy and 6 for the Bruins. I'm not sure when we'll get back to action. I'm going to sit down on a rather wet seat and probably get my seat wet.
No, it's all right. It's all right.
But, that's cold water.
Oh, there's lightning struck between our house. That's not good.
It struck our house?
No, it was right between my house and my neighbor's house.
Okay.
All right. Let's see how this goes.
Anyway, tell me a little bit. Let's talk a little bit about the first half. I unfortunately missed a good bit of the first half. Tell me your take on the first half, Connor.
So Bruins, they had energy. They came out of there having energy. We scored a touchdown right around the second drive. Bruins, we were doing phenomenal. We had energy, and then we started declining a little bit towards the second quarter. After that first interception by Carter Walker, our spirits kind of drained a little bit. From the start of first to second quarter, our energy has kind of just declined. But I think after this pep talk and after this rain delay, they have extra time. I don't know if we're going to be able to come back, to be honest with you. We got some flooding going on, but I think our spirits are going to be high if this game even continues.
Obviously, with this weather, the strategy changes in the second half. If the rain keeps up at the pace it's doing right now, you're going to have more of a run game as opposed to a passing game.
There's a big
more lightning we just saw, ladies and gentlemen. We'll need more than that. I hate to tell you.
And our
Winston just brought us a wad of paper towels, but I don't think that's going to be enough. It's wet. It's wet all over the place.
We also have an extra shirt, too.
Well, you may need it.
Yeah, there's one right there.
May need to take that extra shirt. The extra shirt's got food on it. No, it doesn't. It's okay. Anyway, I think if we get out in the second half and play the second half, it's going to be a nasty-looking field. That field is soaked. I'm looking out there now at the 10-yard line. I know you at home are looking at the 50. I'm looking straight out at the 10-yard line on the toward the north end zone, and there's just puddles, big puddles of water. And if that's any indication, that field is just soaked. And you can just look down below where we are, and it's soaked. It just changes the whole complexion of the football game, don't you think, Connor?
Oh, definitely. Wet ball, fumbles, chance of incomplete passes, ball just slipping out of the quarterback's hands, any running back's hands. There's going to be a lot of fumbles tonight if this game continues.
What does weather like this, who does this favor, do you think?
Honestly, Bruins have a very strong run game. We've been seeing Millie and Kelly, Caleb Gray, Demario Davis. We have 3 strong running backs, and occasionally we have Brennan Walker coming in. We have 4 strong running backs. We haven't seen too much of JA's running game. As you know, they've been kind of flicking to whoever because the Bruins defense is just that powerful. So overall, I think the Bruins, just from statistics and what I've seen from this game, Bruins have it.
The Bruins have an edge. I know in a lot of the wet games I've seen, and I've seen my fair share of college games in heavy weather like this, it lends itself to, it lends itself to a lot of mistakes, a lot of dropped passes, a lot of fumbles, a lot of instances in which the quarterback is unable to control the ball as well as what he would hope. And I don't know if it's going to favor one team or the other. I think, coming in, you're obviously the underdog because Jackson Academy is in a bigger division than what you are.
Yeah.
And if you had any kind of edge going into the game, you would think that edge would be if it was an even matchup. Dry weather, fast track, good, strong home crowd. And, it's going to be a challenge. It's not impossible, I don't think, for the Bruins to overcome this 7-point deficit. Did I add that right? 8-point deficit. You see, I can't add. 8-point deficit. It's not impossible to overcome the 8-point deficit, but it's going to be more of a challenge, I think, with the weather and the conditions of the field.
Oh, definitely. Because, as I look down, the water is inching closer and closer to our Ethernet cable.
Yeah, so let's hope, ladies and gentlemen, that we can remain on the air. Last time we tried to get back on the air, and we had trouble with water in the Ethernet cable, and we lost the internet connection. I believe we're still on the YouTube channel. We're unfortunately not broadcasting on WJXC tonight. We had some technical difficulties with the radio. Last week we were on the radio and not on video, and this week we're on video but not necessarily on the radio. That's something I've got to check out. I had some problems with the station and the studio earlier tonight, and hopefully I can get that worked out before next week's home game against Tri-County.
We'll get some more towels.
I'm sure we will, but not right now. Come join us.
Just chilling here right now.
We're trying to keep this place dry. We put up, like I said, we've got a brand new booth that the school set up for Bruin News now and the Bruin Sports Radio crew. It's a really nice deal too. We've got our own broadcast booth on the sidelines, and the only problem is that it is a bit wet outside, and we're trying to make sure that we keep everything dry on our broadcast table, all of our equipment and such, and it's been pretty good so far, but if we get water in the internet, we may wind up going off the air.
Let's come down harder. I'd like to mention we do have a tarp as well.
Yeah, we do. I mean, it's a nice setup. I mean, and once things get rolling with this, it's going to be really nice. Problem is the weather right now. That's just it. And I don't know what the situation is or the forecast or what. I haven't looked at the
I think we should call it and just put a tarp right in the front. I don't think anything's going to be happening for a long time.
It could be. I mean, I don't know. I mean, if we put the tarp in the front, you're not going to see a thing other than what's on this camera. I mean, it's up to you. Y'all want to put the tarp up there and block it all in? We can.
So the wind is from my direction is coming in from the north, as I can see from the flag. The JA stand is getting ready to blow at any second. It's hanging on by the spikes right now. From my time of sailing, that wind, if it picks up any more, those spikes are coming out.
All right. So I'll tell you what we're going to do right now, ladies and gentlemen, is we're going to stand by. We're on a game delay here at St. Joseph Catholic School. At halftime, we played one half of the ball with the Bruins down 14-6 to Jackson Academy. We're going to take a quick break. We'll still have the video feed, but we're going to go silent with audio for a few minutes. But stay with us. Don't go away. We'll be